The most common praise that we get is that the work of the Horn Farm gives people hope. What we're doing is planting the seeds, so to speak, of a new way of growing food for ourselves that doesn't involve heavy equipment, machinery, fossil fuel use, environmental degradation, pollution, the application of poisonous chemicals to our soils, and the impaired health of our waterways. And we wanted to do this in a way that was economically accessible to people and easily replicable. So when people contribute to the Horn Farm, they're not only creating an example of a different way of farming in York County, they're also creating an example for people in other parts of the country and the world and how to transition this. In just 10 years, we've taken degraded farm fields that were bare, sprayed with chemicals, lots of erosion, monocultures, not habitat for wildlife or pollinators, insects. We've started to shift that and shift it in a way that hasn't been extremely expensive. It is labor intensive, but it's also a sort of labor that reconnects people with the land and reminds them of that relationship that we've forgotten. That got us into this problem in the first place, when we started to think that we could just take and take and take and take. And now we're all seeing the ramifications of that continued taking without giving back. Our goal all along has been to provide a model of how people can make that transition to be reintegrated with the landscape. For me personally, when people give to the farm in a financial means, it means two things. It means not only are there financial resources for us to continue to do our work, but there's something non-tangible about that. It's like a vote of confidence. And to me, that goes even further. It's that, wow, we think what you're doing is worth investing in, and we're coming out to say that. It just means so much. Not everybody, especially in these times, is in a position to give financially, but there are ways you can support the Horn Farm directly at this time through sharing our posts from Facebook or Instagram with your friends and family. Sign up for our newsletter on the front page of our website. Those are ways to directly help the Horn Farm, but I was thinking that there are ways that people can give to the Horn Farm that's not directly to the Horn Farm, because there are ways that we can make our community and our lives for ourselves and each other better. And there are things like stop spraying your lawn. Those weeds are edible and medicinal in a lot of cases, and there are reasons that they're there. They have to do with soil health, so find out about that. Start a food garden, buy from local farmers, learn to cook from scratch, create wildlife habitat, build a compost pile, feed your soil, walk barefoot on the grass or sand, and pay attention to the cycles of the moon in the sky. Pay attention to the birds who visit your yard. All of those things are a way of reweaving that web of our ecosystem and our ecological health, of which we're all part. And so you can give directly to the Horn Farm, and that spreads out into the community, or you can give directly to the community that all comes back to you. Or you can do both or all, yes.